Hi, I'm Benedict. I'm a co-founder of Foursquare Tutoring, and this is problem 15 from the 2023 AMC 12A. There are a lot of words here, there are a lot of numbers, and there's a diagram, but what we're pretty much trying to find and what these words are trying to say to us is that Usain is traveling along this path, and he wants this diagonal pathway to be equal to 120 meters by the time he reaches the end of this rectangle. Now, on the test, most people do take the paper test, so you're going to be writing all over this diagram. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it bigger, so you don't have to look at the upper left corner of my screen the entire time. All right, here we go. Well, let's just write down what we know first of all. We know the height's 30. We know the length is 100. And let's just say that by the time he reaches here, he wants to travel 120 meters. Well, an interesting insight is that because all of these lines are straight and all of these angles are congruent, no matter where we stop Usain, he will have traveled the same ratio of distance than if he were to travel horizontally. Now that's really confusing. So what do I mean? Let's say he stops at BC. The ratio, he's traveled 120 meters, and if he were to go just horizontally, he would have gone 100. So he's traveled 6/5 the distance. Now, this actually holds for wherever we stop him, as long as the 2 points line up vertically. So if we stop him here, he would have traveled horizontally x meters, but this diagonal path would be 6x over 5 times as many, because this ratio must stay the same. Now, how do we use that to our advantage? We can just stop him at an arbitrary point, let's say P, drop a perpendicular here. We know here he has gone 6x over 5 times as far as just horizontally. So we know cosine theta is equal to x over 6x over 5, which is 5x over 6x, or 5 over 6. This is in the domain of arc cosine, so we can apply it to both sides, giving us theta is arc cosine of 5 over 6, which is choice A.